Hello, all juniors. This is the PR rankings with Ant-Man 1793 here, and I have two special guests with me, and they can introduce themselves.
What's up,
And
fuckers? It's me, Free. Okay, that's it. Because I'm
All
like,
right.
that
I'm
was
hands are
free.
tied, but you know what? I'm here.
I probably should have said who's first, but my bad on that one. Now, like, yes.
Yeah, don't worry. Well, hello, this is Lake. Probably first time you're hearing my voice, even though you have seen me post a bunch of stuff down there. But yeah, I'm going to be talking a bit about the teams you have all built. Which, based on like a pretty quick view, there is like a lot of shit in here. I'm gonna be honest. So it's going to be fun for sure.
Well, he's being brutally honest off the bat. Without further ado, then, let's start with
Let's go.
Hadarim Abdul-Jabbar Wormy. Uh, Honestly, right off the bat, I was actually really pumped that he switched the Maba stiff to Darkrai because he really had a little bit of a speed gap there, I'm pretty sure, and he did not have a lot of special like he didn't really have a lot of special attack presence other than Toxtricity and Drag Pulse. So I think Darkrai evens it out a little bit more. Uh,
Oh,
but
and
what free?
wait. No, he took Darkrai off for Malice.
Oh, I
Well,
am. Oh, I am so silly there. That is the biggest mistake that I could have made. Oh my lord.
You?
so wait, the dogs. Okay, let me check.
All right, you could take it off free.
I mean, if that's the case, then this draft is fucking awful. I was just about to say that the Darkrai change was the only thing that made this draft like decent. But like, I really don't know what was the point here. Like, I think there is very top heavy. Dragapult and Ogerpon is like a very strong core, but neither of them are like truly bulky pivots. So if you're leaving your offense to them, they're going to get worn down, especially because Ogerpon is like your only real Terra in this team. Toxicity can be dangerous, like with setup, but is way too frail to like Terra out of range of getting killed by anyone, basically. So I really don't see the offensive pressing of this team outside of like Dragapult now that Darkrai is gone.
Yeah. So they got a little bit of you know momentum and this the spinning and all that, but a problem I see is I don't know if he'll actually try to bring Torkoal with Sun like ever, unless he's gonna like Solar Blade the Ogre Pine, because
Yeah,
I don't know
like
why you want to nerf
what the
the
hell is going on
Ivy.
with that?
What was that like?
Yeah, why the hell there's a Torkoal here? Like I don't get it. It has zero synergy with anyone.
Yeah, he got that white smoke, man. He probably just wanted that spinner, that fire type. I don't know.
I mean, it is a
Reliable
spinner.
rocker.
It is a spinner, but yeah, the synergy of the fire, the bringing the drought fire with no one really overtly benefiting from that
I,
straightforward.
I,
Yeah.
if you want a cheap spinner, there are better options left in the board that don't cost seven
Yeah.
points.
One other thing is you're gonna see this in kind of a few of the drafts in juniors that I noticed. A lot of y'all forgot to draft the ground type. Now I know if okay, I'll put it like this: if there was a type that blocked U-turn, then how do I put this? Okay, y'all about to get vote switched on, bro. I'm sorry.
He's plain and simple. Volt switch. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think y'all gonna like that. The the choice of Terra Captain and Toxtricity. Toxtricity is a good lead. Um, it's really like a gamble lead. I don't really like thinking of it as something that could switch in on anything. So with you having like minimum options to actually get it in, besides like Corviknight, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Corbin is going to be working overtime on this team to wall anything. And the only other like truly bulky mon here is Porygon 2. And Porygon 2 gets like destroyed by knockoff. And I don't know. I feel like this team you can click knockoff very safely against them because the only thing that can really be knocked off is Ogrepon. So you have like any of those decent offensive modes that have like knockoff plus U-turn or knockoff plus any form of advanced generating move like a fucking Thunder Wave. Like this team is getting cooked by that. Like
Yeah, I don't think
they have no way of switching around among of that style.
I don't think you need Terra Dark either. Whether you keep my Bossif or go back to Darkrai or try to pick up a ground. Uh, Boom Burst, Terra Normal Boom Burst is a really fucking strong thing on Punk Rock Toxicity.
Yeah, I feel like sleeping on the paranormal is kind of a lot there.
Also, like by the way,
Yeah,
I was just checking. No, they changed Mabostif for Darkrai, not the other way around.
no, they had Darkrai. Now they have my Bossif.
They have Darkrai now, right?
No, they have the doggo. They have the good boy.
Okay, okay. I might be getting that wrong.
Oh wait, you guys, you know what? Let's just rate it because it's going to be that thing where we're going to take too long on a draft. I see it coming.
Yeah, sure. I mean, also like a real quick comment before leaving. He does have a second spin. He has like Corviknight, which is like a very good defogger, and Corviknight is already coming in to all their games. So it's not like he Omega needed to sacrifice a slot on a bad spinner just to have it. Like he already
Yeah,
has Corviknight and he already has Bramblegast. Like you don't need to ruin your draft just to add another line to the moves. Let's have X utility in this draft. Like no, like you would rather have a good team first.
yeah.
But well, that was all I wanted to say about this team.
No, yeah, that's good. Bramble's not really a good ground switch either.
think I
He's also repeating grasses, which is not a good type to repeat.
I think I
Yeah.
Like
want to
a lot,
give
lot of
it.
weaknesses.
Yeah, no, you go. You can
What?
finish. You can finish your thought, like.
No, I was just literally saying that if there is a type to repeat, it is not grass. Like you
That
don't want such a plausible type duplicated on your draft.
that's fair. I think I'm gonna rate this one a 4 out of 10 based on the. I needed Free to say that there was no ground types, but I think he does have somewhat of a decent backbone. That if he just makes like maybe a good change or two here with the free agents, I think you can make it a lot more threatening of a draft. But it's a little all over the place right now.
Hmm.
I mean, if Darkrai is still on this team, I will say it's like a 4. Um, if because like that's the issue. If Darkrai is here, he's bringing it every single game, so the team gets very predictable.
One dimensional, yeah.
And and if instead it's Mabostiv, then he's never bringing it into the game, which means the draft is worst.
No, hold up. Don't sleep on the doggo. Don't sleep on the
Well,
doggo.
We
All
don't
right.
we
I
don't
mean,
like sleeping.
my point is that as he doesn't need another slow mon that is weak to fighting and weak to U-turn. Like
Yeah.
I will give this like I mean I'm going to give it like a 4 because I don't want to be too cruel looking what's coming, but yeah,
I'm evil.
this needs work.
I'm evil.
3.6. If he's giving it a
Right.
4 out of 10 as well. No, you said a 3 or a 4. Like,
I said a 4. I said a 4.
okay, so that's 3.6.
Like there is only so bad you can get with Dragapult on your draft.
Oh, that's true too. All right. Now we move forward onto the Pegnites Piranhas with I'm the Sorrow as their coach.
This is my nemesis.
Yeah, isn't it? But it's Sorrow, the one of the nice people
Yeah,
coming
he's
back.
great.
He's coming back. He was a junior last season, correct?
Yes.
Off the bat, I do actually really like the Terra Escadrille. Just that, like, I like Terra on the Escadrille. Like, that sounds like a very threatening mon with
Yeah.
ground earthquake flying for the coverage, and Ghost also for coverage. But I I I do actually very much enjoy that he put Terra Escadrille on that.
Titan
Extra
actually
is
is
a
like a
big
really
threat.
good combo, but I'm not sure how I like the other mons here.
What was that,
I feel,
Free?
I
He's
feel like,
definitely a
Oh,
threat.
but I don't quite like the combo like Titan and X-Ray is like always great, but I feel like outside of Keldeo, everyone else kind of doesn't fit here. Like they will never be my first or second option on a team with that core. Like first of all, his removal options are like very limited. Like only Excadrill has Rapid Spin on this draft,
oof.
and
Yeah,
you
that's
want him to be an offensive threat, not really an utility mongo that is coming in constantly, in my
That's the
opinion.
same with Giratina.
Yeah, I mean, and like the issue with Giatina, like as someone who has that long on this season, is like you don't want to get too much passive damage onto it. So if you can hazard control properly, and on top of that you have sand on, like you're really taking away a lot of the potential of the mon, at least in my opinion.
I feel like I mean, yeah, you drafted Giratina Origin, uh, and I don't know how well he does fit on a sand, like with the pair of Tyranitar and Escadrille. That the pair of them is kind of threatening, but you're right. With only Giratina and Escadrille as your uh removal people, yeah, like you want them as the offensive threats on this draft, but you can't really expect them to just be coming in every time that you need to clear the field as well.
Yeah, especially because like the other mons he has, they're not they don't like hazards either. Like Rotom is usually run as a pivot and it gets destroyed by rocks. Articuno, we don't even have to talk about it. Like you're basically forced onto boots. Uh, how is this called? Keldeo and Monkey Doria, like two cool mons. Uh, Speed tiers are a bit redundant, I feel like, but the two of them are cool. But all of them are trying to get in and out constantly. Like they're usually like choice specs, choice cards with flip turn or U turn, respectively. And if you have rocks down, they are going to get very killed down. They're not the most
Oh, it's fucking Noah. What up, bro?
What's
so
up, Bree?
Welcome
And
to the PRs. You're in a video.
Yeah, you're on a
oh,
video. That's why I did the live stream chat room.
hello. Sorry to interrupt. I will let you continue at a brisk and leisurely pace.
okay.
Oh
Well,
my god.
you can continue with this, yeah.
Yeah, but the speed there, like you mentioned, they're all like bunched together. It's like a 30-point difference at max. I don't know about that. He's got Overprime. It's one of the ones that can hold the item, but like the move pool is limited. And I'm seeing like at the top here, Springtail and Overprime being the fastest, and they don't really have the offense to like really capitalize on that. So like I guess Keldeo or Monkey might be running some
Yeah.
scarce here. Let's
There
see.
is no real platform
You got the
to
sand Excadrill, of course, but like
yeah,
that's about it.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, a smart player know how to mess with some weather too.
I mean, I feel like this draft has a lot of good things. I feel like if he just changes Ursaluna for a fast mon that is like immediately strong, this could get a lot better. Because he will free up like a lot of budget on that trade.
What do you see never coming?
Never coming.
I don't really
Because I'm
see.
Probably
looking like
I don't see
I'm trying to figure
Articuno.
out when I would bring Ursaluna over the Excadrill.
Oh, never. Like that was one of my points. Like I don't know why he has two grounds that are so similar in kind of like design, basically, because they're both like heavy attackers. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why Ursaluna is here. He doesn't add anything to the team. It's not like he's fast enough to break through the Mons Excadrill is already not breaking.
Yeah, both of
Like
them don't
literally,
even hit like flying types like that without Stone
yeah.
Edge.
Like the draft is kind of frail. Like the draft is a bit too frail for my taste. Like honestly, the best move here is Keldeo. I feel like Keldeo is patching up so many of the shortcomings of this core. I don't know. I'm not sure how this will play out against like a player that can actually like counteract the sand properly.
I mean, I
Like
was trying.
any team that can like bring like a Corviknight or something like that to stop Excadrill, they will just farm this team. Honestly, they just need to get one Predict right on the rotom hit and win.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like
looking forward to see kind of like one or two things with a mind that can eat all of Excalibur's hits.
there's not really. I mean, like off the bat, like yeah, I don't. Articuno, Munkidori, or Screamtail for like the fighting resists, and then like Ogerpon, Keldeo, just like Ogerpon and Keldeo really for like the water, the more water resists, but none of them really enjoy being under sand. It's just extra chip
Yeah.
that you don't really want to,
And also like the most spammable water move is Scald, and neither of them like getting the burn, especially Overbone.
especially Ogerpon. Exactly, yeah.
That's two teams that have like a weird weather core.
Yeah, it's like a very weird weather core. Like I see the concept, but I don't see the full execution with the rest of the Mons.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like looking at the board of like the juniors board, whatever what is left, and I feel like they can improve like incredibly by just trading out 2 or 3 months. Like there is a lot of potential on these mini cores,
Yeah, there
and yet
is.
theory carries a lot because it's such a bulky mon.
No, that's so true. Like they've created these little mini cores and they have these free agents that if they just probably make some quick changes here and there, they can just become a pretty threatening draft with the already weather cores that they are developing.
Yeah. Like the quality of like each individual mon compared to last draft is like massive. Like this is much better. My biggest issue as a team, besides what we have mentioned, are the speed tiers. Speed is very bad on this team. Even if
Yeah,
the core team is on the faster side, it's the lack of variety is very rough. Like I can imagine bringing like a 120 speed mon and be like, oh, this is absolutely free. Like I can revenge kill anything I want.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
speed
give this one a five though because
if you can
even
fix
though
it.
Giratina doesn't like the sand, it still goes good with Excadrill, and I think he can do some wish passing with Splinter. Last season, Star was really good with pivot and like making predicts. So I think he can put something together, but it definitely needs to be improved.
Probably,
Man.
probably.
And doesn't Ogre Pond still have Leech Seed? So there is some recovery options
Exactly.
under the stand. It's not the greatest recovery options, but it's something.
It's not it's not Terra Ogre Pond though. You know, that's like
It's not Terra Ogre Pond. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
What do you rate it like?
I gave it a
I would
five.
say this is like a 7. Like this is a big improvement.
I do like it better than the other one. Though.
7. Okay.
Like this has legs to work, and the monster strong. Like there are matchups that you can win along on Titar plus Excadrill. He just needs to like trade out. I don't know, like I do like Monkey Dory, but I don't think it fits in here with the speed tier he has. And Ursaluna is not good either. I think that if he changed those two out for, I don't know what I will bring. Honestly, like maybe some what is left on the board. Well, I don't want to waste too much time on this. But there are options. So yeah, I will rate it like a 7.
Okay, okay. Ant, where'd he go?
Right here. Strokefish may want to pop in again. He was messaging me because he's bored. But if Lake's giving it a 7 out of 10, that means our average for this is man, I suck at math. Could someone else figure that out?
Okay, wait. You know
What
what?
do you
Hold up.
rate it?
What did you rate it? Oh, I was gonna round up.
Like, what did each of you rate it?
Five.
I'm looking at the board right now.
I did not hear that at all.
Five, but
Five.
we could do the averages later.
Okay. I shouldn't be too hard.
You know, the hardcore,
It should be 5.6.
unedited videos.
Okay.
5.6.
So
All right.
yeah, next
Now
one. Yeah.
we are hitting the sludgy slugmas, coached by our fellow Adrian. Right off.
Get it.
What?
I get it, bro. I was wondering why the Slugma was purple.
Now I don't know. Yeah. It's purple.
It's cute. It's funny. Yeah.
I'm so fucking dumb. All right. Off the bat, I always like threatening Chen Pao, like the threatening Mon Chen Pao and Kira. It's double ice, which is in very fighting weak, but Rabombi and Miss Magius, honestly, uh, what is with the in Steel Iron Crown? I mean, I think these weaknesses go all over the board, but I kind of do like the attacking the strong attackers there. Chen Pao, Kirim, and Iron Crown. Iron Crown was freaking tank last season.
This team is full. This team is full of threats. Like
Just
this guy
threats.
just stole everyone's speed tier. This is fine. This is like a pretty decent squad. I don't like the overall bulk of it. I feel like if this team gets overwhelmed, they don't really have a good. If they get out of position, they don't really have a good mon to come in and take the hit. Kurim is kind of like the only mon that can come in, take a hit, and threaten out the opponent. And Kurim normally can get chipped down either by hazards or by like random status moves. So it's not the best option. But other than like the type charts that I'm not really a fan of, like this team is pretty fine.
I
It's just
think that
the removal options are not great. I was going to say that before passing on the torch.
yeah. What does he have? He has a. I mean, he's got motor spin, rapid spin, default. It's not bad.
Yeah, but
He's got
like
three different options,
the mons themselves are not the most reliable at getting it off.
except Serena. Yeah, but I can see the other two. Yeah, because Glamora has that four move syndrome.
Yeah.
No everyone can do it. I don't know.
Glamora feels reliable. It does have the 4 move syndrome, but I drafted it a couple seasons ago. It was still a pretty decent threat to like prep for when I do go up against him. Like I don't want to sleep on Glamora, but he does have the 4 move syndrome.
Yeah,
He's
like Limur is great, but we're talking about like having it get chances to work as a spinner,
yeah.
and that's not really the case, especially for a draft that is so weak to hazards. I will have liked to them for them to prioritize a better spinner.
I also don't think you even need the webs. I ain't gonna lie, but I guess
If there is a team that does not need webs, it's this one.
Yeah, it's this one.
Although again, as we were saying with the last draft, this draft has like three very fast mons, but they are 124, 123, and 122. You don't need that. You do not need that.
I think all you need is like a fighting a ground type with like a strong fire move. Maybe the other way around.
Like
Yeah, like
Chen
there is
Pao,
no ground type here either.
Chen Pao to Ribombee, whatever, is like a good one because it's the four times resistant to fighting and it's 135 to 124. But as like was saying, yeah, like having 124, 123, and 122, and then a jump all the way down to 105. I mean, that doesn't look all that great because it's either ever like you force everyone to go scarf or yeah, like it's a weird prepping thing there, I think.
I like the Terra Captains though. I think all you got to do is lead some. You have so much offense, you can just fucking burn one in the beginning. All right, just sacrifice one to delete whatever rocker they put in front of you, and then throw out Glamour and then
Yeah, this is
I
like a
don't know.
very heavy HO team. Like my main issue is just the bulk. Like he doesn't have like a real a good mon to switch into to like avoid getting damage because like you just mentioned and the like oh Ribbon is like four times resistant to fighting. It's like yes, but it is so weak that it can probably get like two hit KO by like a
You also just
out combat or
if it's
something like
coming
that.
in to eat something, you just come like switch out in front of the zombie. Bro. Like
Yeah,
what's it gonna
I
do?
don't, that's like the only thing I don't like. Um,
It is pretty frail.
and again, another draft that does not have a ground type. It's like
Yeah,
I'm not
I
ready.
told you, bro. You better see like a bunch of them with no ground type. At least
At least
Uxie is a little. It's good with Glamour, I think.
at
So he
least
can.
he has Terra ground on Kyurem, but yeah, I do see no natural ground types is kind of an issue where you can just freely click Volt Switch and have no issues with it.
Yeah, so a team setting rocks and then just vote switching around.
It will be interesting to see this draft play against one of the stall teams that we have seen on previous seasons. Like
Oh no.
not even stall, yeah, there's like fat mons. Like I don't think they can break through. Like I feel like Alomomola farms this whole team. Like
Oh,
if
sure.
they get like one or two right turns.
Maybe.
So that was kind of my opinion. Big fan of like the Thera captains. Like Iron Crown is great and Kirim is always threatening. But it's like a bit redundant. Everything here is like a bit redundant. Little variety on it.
And I see why how everyone else couldn't draft any proper speed because this Adrian here wanted to decide to steal everyone else's speed tiers.
Yeah. All right. Are we? Do we rate this one already?
Yeah, if we're kind of slowing, if we have nothing less to say, then how do you feel fair on rating it?
I like offense. Giving it a 6. No, you know what? Hmm. Hmm.
I'm actually going to give this one a 7 and
Yeah,
lower the to 6.5. Maybe I was a bit too generous on that one, considering this one is at least more immediately threatening. Like
yeah,
I
I
can
like.
see like a pretty clear game plan played out with with this set of mons.
Yeah, I would say get a ground type. Yeah,
I
yeah,
very
throw a ground on it. You don't need a bomb to get a ground type. No, you need a berry. But
I
uh,
yeah, I feel like got a ground type, I would love it even more, but I feel like I want to say it's like a 6 out of 10 because I do like the hyper offense that is present here.
If this
definitely.
trainer just drops Ribombi and mid may use and picks up Tinglu, they have like pretty much solved all the issues I have with them. Tinglu want like another low mon that can
You know
tank
what?
hit on yeah.
That too. You might be able to. You might be able to keep Rabambi and get rid of the ninja. So you can get like a Swampert or something. I think he can shuffle around points a lot. I don't,
Yeah, yeah. I usually do like Greninja, but it's
he
not
doesn't
something
need
that
all of
I
that
usually do.
speed, right? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, I will say that this is like a 6.57 type draft.
Because I'm looking now. You got Chien Pao, Greninja, Noivern, and Kyurem all weak to fairy. I don't think you need all three of those.
Well, we need it firm like we need either 6.5 or 7.
6.5, 6.5.
So that gives us an
Well,
average of. I need to do this math. Now I figured out how to do the math.
Just pull out a calculator.
I
Hold on.
did. I did. We have an average of 6.5. That makes sense. I should have realized that because it's 6, 7, and 6.5. Math. All right. Moving on to the Galeers with Mr. Galeer. I think I need to owe myself something after saying that.
yeah.
Incredible.
Uh, incredible names. Uh,
This
like
draft, this draft is good.
I,
Yeah.
you can kick it off, guys. Like you can kick it off, like.
I was going to say that this draft is good. The only issue I have is Bax doesn't fit here, in my opinion. Like there are like too many rock weak mons on this team. Pinkoshi could probably get out. Like I don't know why Pinkoshi is here. They probably were going for like a
So
second
valiant.
booster mon, like
Yeah.
Valiant and a second booster mon, and got sniped and was like, okay, Pinkoshi. But I don't think Valiant is uh like the one uh, future mon that does not need terrain. It is like the versatility that it brings that helps that. I don't know. I feel like he didn't need to repeat electric types just to get that.
And on just like a forefront note, I mean, I drafted Iron Valiant and I love it, but really for this draft specifically, that he's your only mon that's over 100 speed, and
Oh, cool.
Landorus is
It's
at
an issue.
91. Like he's either going to be locked into like Quark Drive, booster energy at the end, or Scarf or something, because you're going to have to do all of your speed checking with just the 116, and it's going to be really tough to do it with 116. I'll be quite frank, because there's still some really threatening mons that go over and hit 120 to 130 and stuff like that, that will still give you plenty of threats.
It's very easy to punish this team. This team.
Yes, it is.
Your remote
Also,
options are not good. I have never like I've counted like maybe twice out of my entire time drafting Hisuian Braviary in like three different leagues, bro. You never click in defog, and
yeah,
Colossal is just weak to everything. You did draft a lot of anti ground, like you took care of that, but I still don't think
He
pros are
did.
alive and without terror.
Let's give a little clap on the hands, because this is our first draft we're coming to that has drafted a natural ground type.
Is it the first one?
Yes,
yeah.
it's our first one. He has Landorus. He has a Lando. He has a Lando T on it.
No way, it's the first one. Wait, I'm not tripping.
Maybe I stooped a little too, like saying a little too much there, but like we've been saying that a lot of teams are weak to Volt Switch as of now, but now we
Yes,
And
now we have a team that can't, like, has a switch in for a Volt Switch user.
you got
we,
lightning round too, bro.
we didn't have the XK team. We did have the XK team.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
after.
okay, we did have Excadrill. Okay, you're right. We did have Excadrill. I'm completely sleeping on Excadrill. I apologize.
It's not real.
Yeah,
No, no.
but this team has different problems.
Yes, it has different
That
problems.
speed is crazy.
The
That
speed,
speed is crazy.
the
It is not
88, 87, 86.
91, 88. Yeah, why? This is so weird.
Maybe he
Well,
had like he needed those mons and like other like because you had the hyper offense team take all the speed, so then he was stuck taking these ones. But I don't know. Yeah, that is a little it's a little stuck there in the 90s range that he doesn't want to be.
Yeah. I feel like both this draft and the second one we did had a Rotom, and I feel like Rotom is just bad. I feel like it's being power crept. Like if you want an electric type, there's way better mons. If you want a water type, you want a water type with actual utility. Uh, so for me, Rotom is not just not a good mon anymore,
Hydro Miss.
and
Miss.
especially and Rotom is like on a speed tier that you might be tempted to be like, okay, this is my high 80s mon, and you will be let down every single time because it is not strong enough to work as a breaker towards the walls that sit just behind that speed tier, and it's also like not bulky enough to come in on them either. So
I mean, if we're being honest, Lando's going to have an identity crisis because it's either going to be that scarf set or bulk. But if you do the mixed bulk, it's probably not going to live what you think it lives with like max speed, max HP, and the rest of them usually just go straight for bulk except Excalibur. So you got like one, I'll say like two 80 speeds, and like the other ones are fake. They're like 70s. So it's even worse.
also this Lando has one issue which I mean I'm not sure if it's an issue, but it's something that I don't like, and is that its Terra type are water, dragon, and ghost. And water is fine, yes, but I feel like you can very easily fit flying in there. Because like if you ever want your Lando to be a sweeper, you want Terra flying, in my
That
opinion.
or ground.
Or
That
ground.
or ground. No problem.
But I do see his argument of like having one of the stabs at least of, getting the Terra flying or a stronger stabbed earthquake to really be a cleaner threatener position. Because Scarf, Terra, ground, earthquake, Landorus isn't something to be trifled with as well. Like it's not yes, like it is something, but I do also agree with like saying of like there is definitely better electric types and water types. But I mean, he does have a pinner chin, so I don't really know if he wants to grab another different electric type on top of that. But a different, maybe faster water type that can pivot and help Landorus find entry points.
You can
We,
definitely get
we,
rid of Terra Dragon for flying because they both weak to ice, and people clicking ice
yeah,
moves on letters anyway.
yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, there are like a couple teams I would like to mention, but I don't think it's worth spending too much time on this draft. I will say that he just needs to change a couple months, and this could be fine. I feel like he got baited by Excalibur because it's way too expensive for the little support it has on this team.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
Purching and Colossal are kind of bad mons, in my opinion. I don't know.
I'm talking about like if you look at his lower ones, where like everything here has like a common 4 times weakness, like fighting and like ground bug, turn and shit, like Wochin and Colossal and
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, that too.
So we both said it was 3 out of 10. And what would you say? Like,
I will say this is like a 5. This is like barely workable.
interesting. All right, we'll take.
I
Like
don't think I would. I don't think I could win with this team.
like we came onto this draft and I saw Bali and Lando Pecha and I was like, oh, this is good, and then like everything fell apart.
No, I can see that. I can see what you mean there. But we are moving forward. We are seeing now the Chicago Boltons, coached by our good homeboy Twisted Games.
What's
And
the
Twisted. Um, I again, I mean, I could say that I really love drafting Spectrier, but being the only Pokemon that's over 100 speed, you're again, what is with this thing of like you get this one Pokemon that is so fast and you're like, boom, bam, I got it, and then you just draft under 100 and then do another thing of like 86, 85, 85.
He did make up for it by having a lot of priority, though.
Yes, it is good that he does have a lot of priority. I will agree with that. Like,
Also, I just realized that the team has 3 steals, which made me realize the previous draft had no steal at all, which is weird considering he had like 3 ground immune mons. But whatever. Like moving on. Another
Sorry
team
for the
that has like
talking.
yeah,
Good.
another team that has like 4 mons within 20 points of speed of each other, which is weird. Uh, I don't like Archalong in this team. I feel like that's not good. I'm not really going to elaborate because like it's not really like a bad mon. But if you had 2 steals already, you don't need another slow steal.
I think our Chaladon sucks. That's just me though.
I mean, I don't. I think you're right. Like, I personally like Archilodon. I think I do, but then partnered with a King Gambit. I mean, I guess an Earthworm isn't a bad choice if it's another Steel type because at least it has Earth Eater. But
Hey,
it's a massive fighting weakness this team has.
hey, all I need is close combat and knockoff. All right, it's going.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's really all you need for this team is just close combat and knockoff, and you're solid.
I mean, you probably just can win matches with a Spectre and Palanthing on its own. So I think that's good enough.
Y-
Um, well, I don't know because it's people don't know if you lead something, nobody's going to lead the spectator,
Yeah, no,
and
I
you
I don't
don't, you
mean that.
don't, you don't. Well, I don't know, but what I'm saying, like, if I'm looking at this objectively, everything is really slow. You're not going to lead the spectator because that's like the cleaner that wants to take advantage of something that's about to get picked off. Paladin has to start off stupid, and then you have Terrapagos that doesn't ever want to just come in for free, which is also his only spinner. So you got to put
Yeah,
boots on that.
that's the only spinner, which is annoying.
So if you could just throw
You
out
want to
something
keep
like
that
a
spinner till
choice band knockoff on fucking Palathin trying to transform in the beginning.
true, true. What are the Terra types of this guy?
We have
Uh,
King
yeah,
Gambit
yeah.
being Dark
King Gambit
Fairy,
and so on.
Water, which I like. I actually very much do like the King Gambit Terra types uh with that. Arc seems a little skeptical with electric Terra type, but I he does get electric moves, so maybe he's thinking something very is like something specific there with matchup wise or something, but I don't really know what
No,
I don't know.
I think it's just ambitious with
Yeah,
the,
way
the,
too much.
the cool
Way too
signature
much.
move, and also the fact that I think it's okay because nobody got a fucking ground type. So I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, let's not doubt it. He grabbed Camerupt, so he himself has a ground type.
Yeah, it's a ground type.
No, that is not a real ground type. That is not a real ground type. Like,
Shh,
then,
shh.
no,
I'm just
you know.
pointing out that he has drafted a straight ground type. Not many so
Yeah, it's a
far.
ground type.
It
Oh
doesn't
fuck!
it
I thought it was.
doesn't matter that it's
Also,
Camerupt. Doesn't matter. It's a ground type. We take it as we see it. Like,
also, out of these 5 drafts, this is the third team with Rotom, which I guess juniors do love their their trap mons.
okay, what's wrong with Rotom? I drafted Rotom. Rotom Mo doesn't look very like
You don't need your Rotom to have defog, sir.
Rotoms get defog in this gen. I don't need. I
No,
No,
they
should.
I'm
don't.
saying you don't. Your team doesn't need a Rotom with defog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
team does.
This team does need one with defog. Yes.
That's my issue. Anyways, I think we can rate this one already.
Yes. Uh, what are you thinking? Like,
I would say this is like a 6. Like the threatening mons are very threatening, and it has like enough of everything to maybe get by.
I think I'll agree with you there, just because there is threats there. It, it's like Terapagos is a great spinner. It's only his only spinner, but it is a very strong spinner. So he still has very reliable ways of getting the important crap off of his field.
He
Mm,
has
I
enough.
think
He
I'm
has
gonna
enough.
be. I think I'm gonna be a little bit more critical because there's no. Okay, so Spectre and Gambit are both like they want to come in late game. You don't have anything that's really immediately threatening, especially not fucking Palafin or if you want to just go balls deep with Terrapagos. I don't think you have anything like physically threatening except for like Gambit and Palafin who are like they don't do anything right away. So with Vaporeon is your only glue to hold the team together. Well, fourth one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that is fair. That is fair. Yes.
I just feel like a fighting and knockoff. Just I don't know. I'm not giving it. I'm giving it three.
Dang. Oh wow. Well,
It's
that's
it's
a
it's
that's
not it's not fast
Yeah,
enough
I mean,
and it gets taken
after everything
advantage
you
of.
mentioned, like I do agree, but I feel like I'm trying to be positive here. Otherwise, everything is going to look down.
maybe I was being a little too nice because the speed tiers do look really bad, but I'm kind of on Leyks page too. I don't want to look just I don't want to just be like grueling people here.
I will be the Simon Cowell. All right.
I will be the Simon.
In theory, you can like pull on a CS tail into a straight to a path and then win from there. But it is true that they don't have like an immediate threat that wants to come in constantly to the field to apply pressure. Like maybe Strike
My,
3, but
my
else.
team is ass. All right. My team is ass. I'm not giving you a higher rate than my team. If
All
your team
right.
is more ass than mine.
All
All
right.
right.
We can move on.
All right.
I'm,
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, we are moving on to the Starshine squad, coached by our coach Kibo. Uh,
Kibo,
he has the Iron Miss bundle miss,
Iron Fraud.
the Iron Fraud. I personally
Yeah.
don't have any harsh feelings against the Iron Bundle, but other seniors have varying ranges of opinions on Iron Bundle, so you could take it as you will, Kibo. But I do very much like Slowking Galar and Esperatha. He does have the more removal than other drafts on just on paper. So I mean, hopefully that looks like something.
He
This
also
is
does
a
have
balanced
a
draft.
ground type and a steel type. Well, he has two steel types, so we are checking boxes on this one.
We are checking the
All
box.
for one.
And the speed tiers don't look atrocious. We have 136, 125, 121 to 105. It's like they're not all clumped up together like some others people's are. Like there's some, but
There is variety here, yes.
they fill roles that are important.
Kibo did it way better. All right. The only thing that this draft is really missing is dedicated. Like, I mean, you got Quaquavo, but like offense, nobody's gonna expect anything but U-turn and bullet punch from Scizor. Sometimes got that close combat.
This does work, yeah. I would
But
have liked them to maybe draft a slightly better ground type, but this is like pretty fine.
it's really
I don't mind it with the stamina and the 125 base attack. Like I really don't mind Mudstale at all. Chilling there.
It is a good mom. It is a good mom, but it's like in terms of the opportunities for it to come in, I feel like you do
Low.
want to
Yeah.
keep up the pressure because you don't have too much physical offense on this team.
yeah, that was the thing I was talking about. It's a lot of special. You could like sneaky special.
Sneaky
You got
special.
Cyclozar for your Spotherer.
And at least he has speed boost on because that's per the speed
Also, I
boost
feel like
is
Kilowatt is a bit
slept
better
on.
on this team. I'm not sure. Yeah.
But you're right, like yeah, he
Also,
has
like after the Terra Captain, which is like really good. Like this monk is really dangerous.
I think he will be. I think it will be a really big threat. We have the record the first week on there, but I think it was just a bad week or something for Kivo because I'm expecting Iron Fraud to be a pretty big threat in the juniors league. Uh,
Oh my god.
so without further ado, where does that leave the rankings? Because honestly, feels like enough said because
This
this
is,
draft is pretty well put together.
This is the best one we
yeah.
have seen so far. If this was anywhere else, I might give it like a slightly lower rating, but I think this deserves at least an 8.
Yeah, he's got the speed, he's got the setters, he's got removal, he's got some healing, he's got a lot of fucking pivot,
I'll give it 9.
priority, spits on a knockoff, good speed tiers.
Let's give it an
He's got a
8.
ground type.
Let's give it an 8. So what's up? What's your score free?
Hmm, 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 hmm. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to just give him an 8 just because it's better than the other one. I do think he needs to get some physical, well, you know what? He might be. Okay. You got a 9, Ant. Ant is out here generous. You know what? I'm getting a 7 just to.
Like he could have a little bit more like presence on the attacking side of his draft, but because his draft has like good removal, good speed, like it has, it doesn't look like it's just all splattered everywhere with like one specific thing. Like
He's missing bombs. He's missing bombs.
Right.
Like the one bomb you see on Team Preview and you say, "Shit, this thing is gonna cook me."
yeah, like he's just missing the bomb. If he can just figure out what his bomb's gonna be, it's gonna be it's gonna be terrifying.
He about
But
to
this
he about to pull up wait, did I see Slokin got it? Yeah, I did. He about to pull up with the Auroraville screens for the Sparkler. You know, Sparkler love those screens, bro.
Legit, the Sparatha does love those screens.
okay. Next one, we got
Are
Brett
the coach
with the
who,
Kim.
yes,
Yeah,
Kim
with the
Jaka company.
Kim Gas Company. Cool reference there. I do get it.
I don't
I don't
even.
get it.
I
Please
don't.
tell me. Please tell
Yeah,
me.
what is it like? We don't get it.
No, it's literally like a manga. It's like a manga.
Oh,
Oh, okay, okay,
okay,
okay.
okay, 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 okay.
I don't remember.
But thank you, Brett, for stepping in because we were scrambling a little bit on finding a replacement coach.
For Munchie J.
That genre.
Yeah. You did a pretty decent job picking up with I think it was like halfway through. Where was he at like when he came in? It was like is that like the Boca Raton, I think.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Volcarona team. It was honestly, I did like it a lot.
Yeah.
Did they have control over like their drafting process, or they came in
No,
late?
I think when Sean let him in as a replacement, he had time to just do whatever he wanted to.
Yeah, he had full
Because the draft
control.
was over with. Yeah, the draft was over with already. So,
Okay.
but this is another team we're out of ground, you guys. We're going back. We're regressing.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the speed, and this draft has a good mons, but I'm missing like I'm missing utility kind of. It's like if you look at like the last 3 months, then like well, it's kind of originally like those are good mons, but I feel like they're a bit too passive for the only offensive mons to be shaming and sinners because Gengar is not real. Gengar is not real. Bulk is kind of all in mon, in my opinion.
I think.
So
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
especially on a team with like no removal, it's like he has he has he has 2 fires, 2 bags. Uh, his water is Toxapex, which is like fine, I guess, but
Okay,
uh,
like
You try, you try to do the ant regen core, bro. The
I
ant regen.
I kind of see the regen core, but it's yeah.
is is region but very passive on a team that has no hazard removal. That's my issue.
I think that Garganackle and Malamar could be swapped out for at least some kind of ground type and maybe something physical because you got Shaman, Volcarona, Gengar. Then you
Gengar is
got
bad.
Cinderace and
Gengar is bad.
Locates. Locates is effective, but I don't think a team with removal this bad wants a locate.
Hmm.
You got Cinderace, but
At least that has court change, but to like what like was saying, it's like 2 fire types, 2 bug types, 2 dark types, 3 poison types. It's like I personally don't
I mean,
love those types a lot just because they're super weak to earthquake and stone edge and those kinds of things. And it's like doubling up on those ones a lot makes you pretty weak, it feels like.
Yeah.
the thing about court change, though, right? You got you got shit removal, Shaman, Volcarona, and everything's weak to ground and rock, blah blah blah. But you have a farmer who's there to only set rock. Do you really want to
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
like
It's like
court
you
James
do
on?
it at your faster so you can progress with your region mons. You don't want to be trading those around. I don't know. Also, like there is no fairy in this draft. There's no dragon on this draft either. I don't know. It's like the type math on this one is not good at all.
Yeah,
I
it's
think I
like
say,
you're
oh
definitely
shit.
missing some key types there.
You could pick let's see, for 7, for Garganackle and Malamar, that's 9. I think you can get like Sandaconda and Granbull or Dash One or you know what this same no no. I
Also,
think
their Terra captains are Bulk, which is good, but the other one is Among Us, and I feel like Among Us is just not strong enough anymore to where changing out of a weakness is going to save a game. Like I think that's not the gem for it.
yeah, at least has Spore and Spore can be used
Yeah, I guess.
in this draft here, but you know, 2 grass types, I don't know.
Yeah, two grass types again. Yeah, it doesn't sound all that good on paper.
Some of the singers will tell you that doubling up on types isn't all that bad, but I don't think you want to do that with grass and you already got low kicks.
I think it's like, yeah, I don't want to, maybe, yeah, you're right. It's like, I don't want to say it's so bad. It's like doubling on types isn't so bad, but if you're doing 3 poisons, if you're doing, if like you're not, if you're missing important types like dragon, ground, I guess ice isn't very important, but it's just like you don't have a lot of other type variability in there. You're kind of locked. Like said, you don't even have a fairy type, so a dragon here can freely click outrage, and you only
Yeah.
have Skarmory to resist outrage.
Also, I did criticize earlier Toxapex, and like to be fair, Toxapex is a good mon, but I feel like for like almost core to the identity of a bulky water, in my opinion, is the ability to have a scald plus ice coverage. And Toxapex has lost scald and can't really threaten any of the grass types or ground types that might want to come in to like quake on it or do something. Like I feel like it's a bit too passive on this gen
We got 3 poison types,
to
man.
be reliable.
think I
We
want
got
to.
3.
I think I want to give this draft just like a solid like 4 4 out of 10 because it's not necessarily lacking in power. Maybe it could go for like a big physical threat because it does have the special side more or less there with Volcarona and Shaman, but a physical attacker and like some more variability in the typings would be nice to see.
Bro, we got all the stuff on the board. We got Enamorous, Don Fan, Weezing, Galler.
There's a lot of good
Not
shit left on the
tripping.
board. Like for me, this is like a 3. Like
We can
this is
easily
like
fix this.
a mono boots team that's
Yeah,
going to not work well. It's like your threats work way worse the second you have to put them on boots.
and he doesn't really have a good knockoff absorber as well. On top of that,
We got his regen, boys.
he has regen boys, but
Yeah,
it's like they don't really want to like they don't want to lose their items if they're gonna get stacked with all hazards and stuff. But what's your ranking free?
they don't. I think that I mean you can definitely fix the draft, but if you're gonna keep this, I think low kicks is a better terror captain than anyone this.
Fair.
Uh can I use this? Shaman with no one, but prepping like I won with Shaman last season, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Covert Cloak is a bitch, bro, and you're gonna hate that shit because they already looking at Shaman, Garganackle,
Yeah, that's
fucking
funny.
fiery dance, Volcarona, all of this,
Yeah, like
mm,
you're forcing them to bring the covert cloak, and then you'll hate it forever.
I don't know. It's kind of tough without a Terra Shaman. I don't like non-Terra Shaman. Yeah.
Okay, we are halfway through almost.
Iron Knight, he loves
Yeah,
his draft,
Iron
bro.
Knight.
Yes, we are at the Undead Legion with Ionite, and you can kick it off. Like, what are you saying about his?
He has 4 months on 100 speed. That's like
Say
my only
less.
concern.
That's all you needed to say.
Uh, I do like the type variety, although I feel like Redrago is not like the best option for a dragon. It's like not really a good monk in my opinion. But Comfy is a very good fairy, so there's that. Kind of make up for
He
it.
got, he got that whole
He has
round too.
both sides in the spectrum, but there's I don't know. I feel like there's like few. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say like I'm seeing no spinner here, and effectively like his only removal is the CDY, which is pretty bad. I
Only
think that
defog.
that
It's not good.
that tells all.
Yeah, defog only is definitely it's not bad, I guess, because you as me and Free mentions that you can get rid of weather and other things with defog, but it's also
Decision is not a reliable defogger. I'll just say that.
yeah, it's not a reliable defogger.
Definitely.
Like, like you also have like the Oxy speed. Like you have good setters on this team. Like you have the Oxy, you have Sandy, you have like Quillfish, which has like spikes and toxic spikes. You don't want to get rid of those just so your walls don't get crippled by stealth rocks. I don't know.
I say only really need to defog or remove hazards like once in a game. So if he can do it, he can do it. But I don't
Okay.
think Decision works
And I
for
don't
that.
really I don't really want to sleep on Galarian Zapdos because it is a very big powerhouse, but very only relying on Galarian Zapdos as being your main force and brute force. Um, I, I
Yeah.
it feels like it's very much physically lacking. Like you do have the special presence there with Chi Yu, Sandy Shocks, and even Deoxys Speed, but I don't think Deoxys Speed can really count as like a mixed attacker with like physical. It's like I feel like I only really see him running uh special sets.
Yeah.
For me,
It's really
okay.
like a drafting principle. It's like if you get a mon that is that good at setting hazards like the Oxix, you want to prioritize your removal being not a defogger. So they not going for that kind of like makes me questions a bit of their decisions when it comes to the mons. But
Like
yeah,
if
For
it,
me, I don't think Reggie Drago is a bad dragon. It's got a base 80, so one dragon dance or one skill shot, and it's fast from the fastest thing at Dragon Park. Well, not Lecky. He has the outside speed, and I don't think anybody took a Lecky, but yeah, he's one D dance and he's the fastest. He has the right terror captain, so if nobody has a resist the dragon like the last team for real, just go terror dragon, but he does have skill and poison for any fairy, so Reggie
yeah,
Drago is kind of something that just spams its own stab and just has coverage for the other two. But
it's not very physical.
uh,
It's not like as you say, like as you guys say before, of like it's not like something on the draft that you look at and you're like, oh god, like this thing is so scary to prep for. Like yes, it needs to have setup, it needs to have this in order to become a big threat. But like off the bat, it's not necessarily a physical threatening menace.
he got Zap G, which I'll be honest, sometimes that wants to just set up too, but you can ban that motherfucker though, or scarf it. So
Yeah,
oh, it does have
he could do for more though. He could definitely do for more.
like yeah.
like if Bramblegast was in there in place of Decidueye, I would love this draft that much more. Just what like said, based on like you have one of the best setters, Deoxys Speed. So why do you want Defog? Like you would rather want Rapid Spin so you can still keep the hazards on the other side of the field.
Rambo was sniped though,
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
I do something.
but
I mean,
yeah, the
I do like
speed with
all the
himself.
offensive mon. I just don't like that they have such similar speed tiers. I feel like that's my only issue. And like also like the two physical offensive mons they have, they are kind of reliant on setup. So that could be an issue. I don't know. But this is not awful. This can be workable.
Yeah, like I feel like I
Nah,
want to give it like a 6. I feel like I
Yeah,
want
me
to give
too.
it a 6 out of
I
10.
don't really like it. No, I don't really like it.
Maybe I'm
He
being
loves it though.
generous. Maybe I'm being generous because I see the ideas here, but like yeah, like there could just be a couple changes, and that would make the draft like that much more scary.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus,
if we were to compare it to previous drafts, like if this draft matched like the region core of the previous one, like I don't think they can break through. Like I don't think they can.
I don't know if
But yeah, like
I'm gonna make some sort of statement of like he has 10 points left on his draft. I think that is the highest we've seen so far. I don't know if anyone else has
yeah,
that many more.
that's kind
He
of
got
crazy.
10 points, bro. What you say?
He has 10 points remaining on his draft. Like he could draft something menacing, and he's just like not.
Like we need to get this
What?
guy something better.
What?
Like there are very good options left on the board.
How did he
Questioning
Defensive.
pick what?
questioning the 10 points left Ionite, but I'm not saying that it's awful or anything.
Oh,
It's like
what?
Free's having an
14,
aneurysm about it apparently, but
21,
we'll get there.
I'm, I'm still sick, bro. I can't take this.
70. Yeah, I was like counting just in case, but yeah, there is 10 points left. Wow.
All right,
Well,
with that information, like what do you rate it?
a 6. For me, it's like a 6. Like I don't want to be too cruel. Like there is good stuff here.
All right, he's being nice with me. Okay, look at that Ionite.
Fuck it.
Look, all right, but we still have our Simon Cowell here, so
You got me fucked up, bro. You ain't got 10 points.
I can't even hold back right now.
Bro, I'm sick. I'm sorry.
Okay, actually, I'm going to give it like a 4 because I'm
Okay.
seeing the next. I'm seeing the next draft, and I'm like, okay, finally some good teams.
Y'all better stop being nice, bro.
Oh
And
god.
Ionite is the boy, all right? We love Ionite.
We
We
do
love
love
Ionite.
Ionite, but I'm being nice, I guess. But I still like I see the
But,
idea
bro,
Ionite.
4 at 100, 4 at 80, no removal,
Okay. You know what? Okay,
passive as shit. He did. I'm a spoiler for y'all.
okay.
He did pull off.
I'm forgetting about the removal. That's why I
He
put
did
it
grab.
forward.
He did draft.
He
No,
did take that win though. Hold up, he got that win this week though. I ain't gonna spoil too much, but it was kind of
Yeah,
fire.
true.
we shouldn't.
But
We should not take an account of actual results. But I do know what you mean. He did perform pretty well this week. Congratulations, Ionite.
Yeah. We got 6 left. Ulta Biops on the
leave me alone.
OKC Thunder.
All
Not
right.
sure if I have pronounced it correctly.
Okay. OKC Thunderous Octaviops.
Oklahoma City, I assume. Well, whatever.
Yeah, same. I thought
Oh
it's a
yeah.
play on Octaviops, and I love Doctor Ops.
Well, you can go first.
Okay, so off the bat with rapid spin, like he's doing decent. I can't see off the bat if there's another one with
Oh
removal,
no.
He only has Tusk.
Oh
but
And
he,
oh
Tusk
no.
is
It's just,
good.
and it's not really his most like threatening mod on the board either. So it can still be coming as like a removal if need be. Yeah, like I actually really do like the overall backbones of this draft. Like there's not just a massive speed hole, just people like sitting at like 100 or 80 for no reason. I mean, we have 87, 85, 80, but like that everyone has a reason. We have like the spinner, intimidate, and Gudra. Like that sounds like a good enough reason for having mods close enough.
hey, remember that one team where we said all it needs to go up against like a strong fighting type with knockoff and maybe an earthquake.
Well, here's your team.
But it's his only spinner.
It is his only
Kibo,
spinner, but I don't
Kibo did this shit last season, bro, where it was like only Tusk and it was like real bad for him.
but as you just said, Free, that team, the only thing you need is
Yeah,
knock off Earthquake, spin,
that
and filler.
team.
Like, it
And you
doesn't.
had Tusk, all right? You know that motherfucker dies to a fucking tree cold grass knot, all right?
Trico Jesus. But again, like I like Zama. Like it is a really big threat if set up, and not even set up correctly. Just body press once you bring them out on the field. Like a body press bops a lot of freaking things as long as they don't resist fighting. I don't hate anything off the bat with this draft. I think.
No, that's good. It's got decent bulk, decent offense on both sides. It's got some acceptable speed.
His
Pretty good.
his grass type is super weak to U-turn, but that's really it.
It's Terra though.
It's
I think you can
Terra.
handle that.
Yeah, like you have Terra options so you can get rid of the weakness there. So I don't find that awful. What are you gonna have any ideas like?
I was like literally looking at the board to see if there was like any second spinner that could like fix this draft, and there are options. Uh, Without getting too deep into it, I do like this team. I think like the speed is good, even though Iron Moth is like a very threatening one, and it can like the ability to run Quark Drive like booster energy makes mons like this really hard to prep with. So I do like having that silver bullet always in the chamber. Thunderous is really oppressive. Like it's one of my favorite mons, and it's really good in draft, especially when you have like the mons to support it. And down there we can see Primarina, which is also always overperforms in this type of teams.
That's bad.
I will say like this is really good. I'm only missing some utility because like the task is like okay, you have like a very good spinner because task is very good, but at the same time it is so good that you don't want it to be forced to spin on every match. But you can make this work. You can probably make this work very very easily.
I like the team. I would like to see one other sorcerer removal to take the pressure off of Tusk, but that's about it.
Yeah, can you
I
run
like
that?
it.
Can you run that by me again, Chief? Did you just call Primarina Bay? I do like Primarina too a lot, but I mean I don't know if I
You
would.
said
Oh,
did you say Cream Arena?
I
What you
said
say?
oh,
I said
wait, what?
Primarina.
You
Did
said
not
oh,
say it with a C. Nope.
you had to
No, no, no.
rewind that. Bro. I heard Cream.
Your mic or your I did not say that. uh
Yeah.
I do love everyone loves Primarina as a water type. I mean, I guess it's more of a fairy like the more of a fairy position on that side, but still I don't like it as a water type, and I'm gonna sit on that hill and I'm gonna die on that hill because I really don't know why people love it so much.
He's strong as shit as a water type and with flip turn.
It,
I just like Tapu Fini better. But you
Fine.
know what?
It is a fine water type.
it's
But you
I
know what?
it's I I'm just gonna say
Listen,
it's
all
I.
right. All right. You don't want to switch into this. All right.
All right, what are we rating
Listen,
this? What are we rating this, guys?
I will say this is like an 8.5.
Ooh, he's going steep,
ooh. Ooh.
cooking that one. Okay. I mean, I think
I am a Hooper fan.
I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10.
I am a Hooper fan. He's got the.
Hoopa's
He's
good. Hoopa's
the
like pretty cool.
hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, but he's like two.
He does have two times for week to U-turn mons.
I don't
Not
like
like the mon that mob. Like there's like no good mon here with like a static or flame body or rocky helmet that can truly punish
I,
those. But other than that, this is fine. Like you're not bringing all of them all the weeks.
I don't think that I like Terra Ghost. I'm trying to figure out why you have that. And I'm
So
not
we can
seeing.
has so we can have a physical. I mean, yes, I guess you could say that Hoopa's a mixed attacker, but at 150 special attack and 110 attack, I mean,
No,
I
Hooper can run mixed. Hooper can definitely run mixed. I did it before. But
no, like I'm not disagreeing with you, but I mean, like Zarude is just another option for like a physical ghost type, I guess.
but I don't know. I don't think you a Terra just
I
with
don't
some
think so
ghost
because
stats
like
and you already dark.
it's like
You got
an
you dark though. Everything everything. I think something like hmm, I don't know. I just don't think that he needs Ghost.
Well, something else I wanted to mention but forgot is that uh, Task is not only his only spinner, but is only his only rocker besides dance parts. I don't think you're ringing dance parts all the time. So like he already has even more jobs on amount that you might prefer to be offensive naturally. I don't know.
Mm. Those
I
parts
feel like
always has two moves taken too.
yeah.
Okay, Priest, what would you rate this draft?
Looking for flaws. I got to be Simon, all right? But you know what? We're gonna keep it pushing.
I know you're looking for flaws. I know you're looking for them.
I'll give I'll give it a 6, bro.
Oh, damn. All right, that's a 7.1.
Listen.
I'm being too positive on this. It's like I don't know.
You have to let me give a reason for me to rate it 6. But
I'm trying to do
you're
that.
not giving me time.
We got 7.1 here on this one.
Okay.
You know, bro, I bumped mine up to 7. Bump mine up to 7.
Oh, come on, Free.
Look,
You're
you
Simon
can do
Cowell.
math,
You're Simon Cowell.
but I don't have enough time to explain my 6, so I have to bump it up to a 7. Because not being able to explain getting shit on is pretty bad.
All right, we are going over to another close of the boys, Vancouver Gold Ducks with Jatoon. He was supposed to be on call, but he never hit my message up. But
Left on red.
left on red. It's all good. We still love you though,
I think some of the other boys helped Platoon with his drive, if I'm not mistaken.
because his draft actually looks good and has a ground type and a steel type and everything else that we've been talking about.
He's got
I
the
don't know what to
speed.
tell you about that. Like the first thing I saw was like the 4 months week 2 ice. Well,
Yeah,
3,
that is that.
not 4. It's fucking 4, and it's the 4 you're always bringing because they are your best 4 months.
But not a lot of people have stab ice. Like I don't even think I drafted a stab ice one. He drafted a Alolan Ninetales in that same matter. So, like I see your point. Like if someone brings like Terra Iced against him, like he could have an issue with it. But in the same time, like he could also find like if the Pokemon doesn't have freeze dry, Alamola can definitely take on some ice Terras.
I'm,
He
I'm
got
just
some
saying
decent ice resistance.
I don't fraud is humiliating this draft.
Iron
Iron
Bundle,
Fraud.
Iron. Oh yeah, Iron Fraud will.
Nah, that
Yeah,
I
Iron
think
Fraud will.
he might he might be able to handle Iron Fraud, but that Terra Steel Kyurem though.
Yeah, Edudun does have priority here, so like this is good. Like this is a good draft. Like there are solid mounts here.
He has
I'm
priority.
already
Oh,
gonna
he
find
does
it.
have priority. He has priority from Hitmontop at least.
Raging Ball 2 and
Yeah.
Sagerom. Okay, Mifril does get Sager right. Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping.
Who?
Meow.
Yeah, I don't know.
No? Alright. No, it does get
Um.
Sucker Punch. It does get Sucker Punch.
Oh, you thought it said psychic. Like what? Oh,
Oh, no. It does get Sucker Punch. So yeah, he does
here
have a
we
lot of
go.
priority. And screens are very good on on this team. I'm maybe missing like one mon that wants to set up under screens, but everything else is fine. Everything else is like really good. Like I do like the defensive core. I do like the type variety. Mew
I
is
think he
very
just.
versatile.
Yeah, I think he just likes to have the screens. Ninetales is a decent fairy. It's okay. At least it's a weather team where you're not hurt by your weather. Raging Bolt on like a non-rain or sun team is kind of sad, but at least you have it and they don't.
Yeah, like it
Yeah.
doesn't. It's still not the most fitting weather, but at least your weather isn't hurting you turn by turn if you need to do force switches for any reason.
This team does not have a lot of power. So he's gonna have to like poke and prod around.
Yeah, this is literally pop. This is literally like pivoting with Meow and there's and like going into Fori and all these monsters to set off hazards and win that way slowly.
Mew doesn't have.
'Cause, yeah, you got. I was about to say the same thing. You got shit on. So
Yeah, it's like it's no Victini. It's like I don't hate the mons that have 100 spread stat, but if it like I love Victini way more than Mew. And like again, as I said, like it doesn't have the same move pool to like bring the same power on the table.
he does have the Terra Ghost to like for a setup like a hazard me.
Like am I wrong to say that like
I think
Terra
it's like a defensive
yeah, like
Terra.
but like would I be wrong to
Yeah,
say that Terra's Psychic wouldn't actually be that bad on this Mew? Like to boost up the psychic attacks to maybe even try to get some more power there.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. It's already trying to get. They're already knocking off you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I would rather Terra. I would rather Terra Ghost than Terra Psychic just to spin block. But
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
it looks like just a defensive. Yeah, but like there's no physical threat on this team. Meow is physical. I get it. Hitmontop has the bullet punch and mock punch and all that jazz. But you're picking technician over intimidate. I don't think Meow is the I mean it's annoying, but I don't think it's the physical threat you think it's going to be. I mean I have it. So,
Yeah,
um,
that's definitely fair.
Yeah.
Whoops.
ooh, winner. Yep. So it doesn't want to come in on attacks a lot either. You have it's your only ghost resist. Am I out? Okay, I thought I was cutting out.
No, you're not. You're good.
Only your only ghost resist. You don't really have flying resist besides bolt. I
Yeah,
guess that's good enough.
like Fortress as your steel type is like good and bad at the same time because it's a decent spinner, but it doesn't have the same resists that you really want for your steel type because uh it doesn't resist fighting, flying, and I'm just missing one, I think.
Ground doesn't resist ground either. I
It,
mean, it loses the ground weakness, but it makes it not an answer to ground. This time, this team besides Storm could like get overwhelmed by something like Lando, but like of course it's like there's only one Lando.
yeah, like there's only one Lando, but yeah, like there's obvious a Pokemon that can come in here and just give this draft like a very good run for its money.
I only mentioned the ghost thing before because you don't really resist it
Yeah,
besides Meow,
it's
and
like
your
Meow
spinners
in
can't really beat them. The
yeah,
spinners can't really beat
Meow is
ghosts.
too weak to be a resist. I just don't count that type of Mon as resist.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's
got plenty
true.
of hazards though.
You do
Plenty
you
of hazards, but no hazard blocker
no hazard blocker
or spin blocker. Sorry,
and not a lot of
bro.
immediate removal.
Bro, I didn't know that. Bro, hit my top over here with fucking 7 priority moves.
Yeah, it gets all of them.
He gets all of them. Yeah, he does. Like he's not the strong. He doesn't have the strongest attack, but you can match up which priority move do you need for your matchup to give you the edge for the super effectiveness at
Uh,
least. So with that, what do we want to do with Rankins?
I will give you like a
mm,
7.5.
need some
Again,
physical
giving the
offense.
average, but like, yeah, this is fine.
Mm.
I like it, but there's not immediate threats. It's pivot.
Hey,
Speed's looking.
I'm gonna be honest. You don't really got no special offense either, though. You got Raging Bolt, and you got that bleakness.
He's got
Oh, you got Delphi.
he's got Del
Wow.
Fox. What are you gonna say like? What are you gonna say like about Del Fox?
No, it's Delphi.
I mean, hey, it's 104 speed. It's not slow. It's it
What are you
has Fire Blast and Mystical
talking
Fire.
about?
It's not bad. I wouldn't hate it. If I needed to draft it, I would probably draft it.
Right.
Like I see
Oh my
him.
god.
I see him there. All right, what are we ranking? What are we ranking?
I need to see some damn offense. All right. Hold up.
We need to see some damn offense. That's for sure.
Hold up. I'm looking up here to see what I gave these other teams. Because his draft isn't bad. It's just not punching. Where's uh-huh. Hmm. Okay, so we gave Kibo an 8.
You want to go on an 8?
No, I'm looking. We gave Kibo an 8. How to just measure it to that one?
I'm not even remembering
Kind
what
of,
I
it
gave.
kind of
I'm not even remembering what I gave
damn,
people.
man. I want to give it a. What are you giving it, man?
I think I want to give this just like a 5. Like it's not immediately like bad, but it's not immediately good either. Like there can be some immediate like physical holes to be patched up and stuff like that. But I don't also see like it doesn't have like a massive hole on it either. So I'm like, it's okay.
Well, he's gonna like me better than you now because I'm giving him a 6.
Oof, I'm the Simon Cowell today. What are you giving it like?
I said a 7, but it's like rough. It's like a 6.5. Like honestly, all the scores I've said, you could like lower them by 1 point, and not much. It might line up better with yours. It's like I'm trying to not be too cruel because on the overall teams I'm seeing here, it's like there's no real team that is heads and shoulders above everyone else. So that's why I'm trying to go for like higher scores overall. But yeah, this is like not better than a 7. It's like a 6.5 in my opinion.
Okay.
I think
Fair.
Kibo had the best one so far.
All right. We are moving on to the Orlando Oricorios, coached by, I'm not going to say this right, Insam.
And some or something like that.
Irons
Yeah.
and
Einsam. You can correct us in the comments below. Sorry for that atrocious attempt.
Okay.
well,
Uh,
Free could take it
we'll
off,
go
or
more.
you
Yeah,
like
take it off.
you can go. You can go free.
he drafted
Okay,
me.
you have no special attack or speed. Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his fastest is 1100.
There is not a single especially offensive mon in this draft.
If I beat this list score, I could run Rocky Helmet on everything.
Yeah.
And then he's really stuck at 97, 95, 95, 90, 85, and 80. Like, I just can just scoop that all together, just like that's 17 speed points different from each other, and that's more than half your draft.
They're also not bulky. Yeah, if I literally beat this list score,
This feels like all my favorite mons.
It has all my favorite. I love Electivire personally. I love the
okay,
Pokemon.
yeah, I don't like this team. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Look at this team and show me who comes in on fucking who
Iron,
Scarf Water Keldeo, bro. Who coming in?
a Scarf Keldeo, Iron Bundle. There's a plenty of water types that can fill that thing right there and just be like, who's gonna switch into him?
there is no defense in this team. Like you can just look at the stats charts and see that there is not a single wall besides Discord here. Like Clef is not bulky enough to stop the threats we have in Gen 9.
Your terrors do not tear into something that resists water. So that's even worse. You have 2 grounds though. Hey,
Yeah, you do have 2 grounds. We'll give you that. You
that's
have
not good. That's not good. You got 3 fightings too.
I mean,
no.
he does have good setup mons, like, to be fair, but other than that,
Like he has
You
like
mean individually?
I don't know if I'm going to say that. It's not like he has all the important types because he's missing a grounded poison or just a poison overall. So he's really weak to toxic spikes.
Bro, that is the
he's
least of
also
his
missing a
problems.
global other than Mousehold. So that's there.
He has he has 1 flying resist, 1 fairy resist, no water resist. I think those are
Pretty important because
pretty,
your
pretty.
because your grass type is a ground type, so that means you lost that water, and it's 4 times weak to ice. So take this icy wind.
I don't love the Terras either.
It's steel, fire, and poison on Torterra. So like yes, there is like some ice resistance, but there is no water resistance, as Free mentioned. So and the Mauschel Terras are normal, ghost, and steel. I like those Terras, but again, no water resisting.
Like Gliscor desperately needs Terra in this team to like have some semblance of defensive presence.
You just said yeah, like if this team if Torterra dropped the Terra and you put it on Gliscor and it was Terra, Gliscor, water, beautiful.
Oh, the shot. I don't think
Maybe.
I understand my pain, bro. It's not even just not resisting these special attackers. That's like fairy flying in water. You got some strong special attackers, but at the same time, helmet and wisp, bro. Who who can?
Yeah, there's
With,
there's some things
bro,
that need to get patched up here, I think.
Okay. So what do you guys rate this?
I'm gonna look again, bro.
I'm
Yeah, you got us tidy up. Nope, it's nope, nope.
It's tidy up. It's there's no spin or defog. It's tidy up. So
Tidy
that
up is great, but I don't know about it with Gliscors because you want those all those hazards up. I mean, I had mouse last time, so I loved it, but
this
a
is the
lot of
thing.
times I went without the damn tidy up just because I didn't need it a lot of times.
This is like looking like a 3 out of 10 for me. Like I love the mons individually, but they do not come together in any cohesive manner here whatsoever in my book.
Yeah,
I don't
I was
like.
going to say like a 3-2.
This is one of those teams that you do not have to overthink. Just 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 attack with water.
Attack with water, and you're gonna have some easy time there. So you're gonna have to fill in that was something with a better grass type. I'd say I'm not gonna try to say your name again. I'd Sam. Oh, I did it. Whatever. What are you gonna rank it, Free?
Definitely got some cool minds though. Let me look at
Yeah, like
the
Grimsnarl, Mousehold, Ceruledge, Blaziken.
bro. Look, bro was cooking.
He
All
was
right,
cooking.
those first
The first three is
five,
good
one,
too.
two, three, four, five.
There's
First 5 was cool, and then after that it was like a toss up. You just pick 3 things weak to water right back to back to back.
it's like
Uh,
if I was just going back to my Gen 4 team and like Platinum, and I'm just like, I want my Pokemon back.
Literally. Literally. Very little variety in this one.
All right, Free, we're
Okay.
waiting.
I mean,
We're waiting.
he can fix it. He can fix it, but right now, no, no. If I had to pick, oh, that's gonna sound mean. I was about to say if I had to pick the worst draft so far,
Don't
is
you
this
don't
one.
don't say that. If
It's,
it just
um,
come on.
but they have to know.
They do.
All right.
If it just ends up, I mean, someone's. I know. We
Look,
apologize
when we get
thoroughly, but we're
when we
trying.
get to these match reviews and Einstein kick somebody's ass real bad, I'm giving him his flowers. But for the team, I don't know.
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
we hope, like you got to win, so you clearly know what you're doing, but there's some blatant issues with the draft that may give you bigger issues down the road of the season that maybe you might want to consider, sort of thing.
Not unfixable. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's not unfixable. Like you definitely can do something there. So with this roundup, we have 2.6.
Okay, we got three left, which is Sandy Souls on Umbran Corporation.
Yes. I mean,
And
it almost just looks like my team that I drafted last season with Dragonite and Goldango. I personally love that duo. I had my Goldango Terra, but Urshifu Rapid Strike, not Rapid Strike, yeah, whatever it is. Urshifu is definitely a threat to reckon with.
He
yeah,
replaced he replaced the ninja with a Weavile.
there's no single bad mon on this draft.
Yeah, there's not a single bad mod on this draft
This is
at all.
very good. I feel like they drafted Sandlash just to have like a second spinner. I don't think they needed to do that. But other than that, this is really, really solid. I will just change that, like change Sandlash for like a bulky mon that gives you like a type you don't have yet.
I would have
And
picked a spinner that wasn't weak to water as well as Iron Treads, but either than that, like it's not a bad, as you said, it's like still two options for spinning. So it's more than we've been seeing in other
He's
drafts.
he's only missing normal and rock, and I think maybe a normal's okay because the only ghost resist is Weavile. It's the
I
same
mean,
thing as
he could
Miasparada, who
get
doesn't
Komala.
want to.
He could get Komala. Komala is good.
Yeah, come on.
Although it does not have rocks. I think this is fine as it is. Like I do
Look,
like this draft quite a lot.
I like this one.
Yeah, like this
This
one
is
actually.
cool.
Anything wrong with the speed tiers? No, speed
Nope.
looks very good.
No,
Typings look very good. Yeah,
Whimsical is not the best grass type, I would say, but I guess that he did need a fairy.
it's not the bulkiest, but with Prankster and the speed, like I'm sure that you can definitely finagle some like subseed whatever spore. You can put a lot of stuff there.
I'm not the biggest rock setter, but we do have two grounds, and I don't know if we want to bring both. 'Cause they both spin and set rocks. I don't know if we're going to do there.
This thing
Yeah,
is very solid.
I think you can trade Sand Slash for come on, and it'll be fine.
What were you about to
Yeah,
And
what were you about to say, like?
that the Terra Captains are exactly what you expect them to be, like Urshifu and Dragonite. So that is very good. So yeah, I
Yeah.
expect this team to perform very well.
And honestly, he went up against the other Urshifu, so I think he just made some. I think it was just like awkward prepping on him. So I think it was just like a hard matchup for the first time because I think this is his first time in a draft league for the Sandy Souls. So I think this team I do expect very good things, as you say. Like I think I'm expecting this team to go far.
I wonder if Terra Dark was for the Ghosties.
Yeah,
So
the Terra Dark Urshifu probably is weird, but yeah, this is good. This is good.
so what would you rank it like? For free?
Huh.
For me, I give it an 8 like you, bro. I like it.
Yeah, I think I want to give it a 9.
You you
I
swap
will run
Sand
this
Slash, I'll bump it
on
up.
an 8. I will run this an 8 and lower every score except the 3 by 1 point. It's like that. That's what this is by.
Yeah, like now seeing this, I feel like I want to lower Kibos, but I feel like I don't want to just go back and lower scores.
Yeah, exactly. This is like an
I
8.
think T-Balls was
Yeah,
good. I think
no,
T-Balls was
scratch
so
it. I'm
good.
giving this one. I have to give this one the 10 out of 10 then because I think this is better than Kibo. So I'm giving this the
I mean,
10.
like that was my problem. That was my problem. But I
You're,
don't think it deserves a 10.
I know. I don't even think it's so, but I need to kind of stay true to what I'm thinking here. So
It is the most good-looking draft that we have seen so far, in my opinion.
Yes.
Like,
Playing those averages.
So you're saying 8.5 or 8 like
I'll say 8.5 just to spite you.
just to spite me. Gotcha. All right.
Just to write the extra number.
Bro,
All
if I
right.
give it an 8, like I said, it's gonna be an 8 like people. Hold up. Hold up, let me look, bro. Let me look. So y'all think this one is better than Kilo?
Okay,
Come on.
we got two more on.
Huh?
We are closing it in 6 a.m.
Wait, do you are you saying this one's better than Kibo's?
I'm saying I think this is better than Kibo's. That's why I have to give it the 10, even though it's probably not deserving a 10. I just need it to be higher than what I rated Kibo.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's definitely better than Kibo's. It's definitely better than Kibo's.
I can give it 8.5, bro.
So he's giving it the 8.5. Just you probably did the math on your calculator just so you can. So this one's getting ranked at a 9.
Oh my
This
god.
is now taking the highest draft. We have the lowest draft and the highest draft right next to each other. So let's see how
Goated,
noted.
goated logo, by the way.
Goated logo. Goated.
I gotta see. I gotta see who you lost to. 'Cause you got the greatest draft right now. Yeah.
All right. Moving forward, we got the Boston Blood Moons with Gwinderace. If that's a Dark Souls reference, I absolutely love that. If that's just your name, Gwyn, I also like that too. Gwyn's a great name.
Okay. This draft is fine. I feel like the speed tiers is very bad though. This is like really slow.
Oh yeah, it's another one that's just like one Pokemon over 100, and it's not even like
And
120. It's just 115.
no, no, it's Nister. This is not a real mon. Like the fastest mon here is Zapdos. That's it.
You know, you say that, but it's one mon that can hold an Eviolite, which I guess I'm not saying much there. But yeah, like Zapdos is the fastest Pokemon here on the board. I don't know what Hisuian
Bro,
Sneasel's gonna do.
bro. That's the silliest needle?
Yeah.
Where is it at? Oh, okay. Bro,
What?
I'm
What?
sorry, I'm sick, bro. I can't look. You fucking me up, right?
You know, when you say that you're sick, I don't know if it's a joke or not.
No, I'm actually sick. That's why I'm coughing so much, Ant. And when I cough and laugh at the same time, it fucking hurts. All right, so hold
Okay,
up.
good.
I do like the idea of having Trick Room with Ursaluna Bloodmoon, but I don't think it fixes up the issues with this draft. There is like nothing that is truly bulky, nor
And
there is anything that is like immediately threatening. Because Arcanine hits very hard, but it does not like coming into anything because like the typing is horrible. Um Ursaluna might be deceitfully bulky, but it is so slow that it's always going to take 2 or 3 hits before it can really kill an opponent. I don't know. I feel like this draft is really hard carried by Gouging Fire, and even then, I don't think it's enough.
It's
I
one
don't
of
think
those
this is
things.
enough.
It's one of those things. Rick the Mammoth Swan.
Oh yeah, probably. Also, Thapos is like a good mom, but it's not amazing.
are we? Is it just Mandibuzz? I mean, Cloyster does Cloyster get Rapid Spin, but I don't really feel like it wants to. No, and Empoleon gets Defog, but
No,
no, it's like Empoleon doesn't.
Cloister doesn't. Cloister doesn't, and neither does Empoleon. It's only Mandibuzz.
All right,
Yeah,
so yes, you have Magic Bounce, but the removal on this team is very questionable.
Yeah, and like there's also the point that if you want Hatrin to be to be your trick room setter, having it taking damage while trying to prevent rocks is just going to ruin your game plan.
yeah, he might have to run that focus sash for that Ursaluna.
Yeah, I mean like that's why I'm saying it. Like if you're trying to go for the trick room and you're forced to bring it in to block a lead spamming rocks, well, then you're fucked.
No, no, that's definitely true. Actually, dang, I didn't even like realize that.
I
We
don't
got
know.
the Burn God Sinistra. Like
I
that.
do really like Insta, and Gaujin is like an all-time favorite of mine, but everything else is just a bit too weak, in my opinion.
So the team gets really handled by rock moves or just stuff rocks in general, and then you just run like a fighting move for the rest.
I mean,
And that's it.
a Landorus with Stone Edge and Earthquake will absolutely demolish this. I mean, other than Sinistra, but still, it has knockoff, so it can still do something.
Yeah. The weakness charts look very good, but I do feel like this is fake because like neither monk here is bulky enough to really tank more than two coverage moves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the type chart looks good, but it's deceiving because no mon is actually good. No, I don't want to say it so bad and plainly like that, but Free will say it better.
Like it is not bad. It's just not bulky enough for how slow it is.
you're saying basically your bulky minds all have the same weakness.
Yeah, too. That's true too.
That's true too, actually. Yeah, like they're bulky. Like I'm not gonna like with the defense. Like it doesn't look like you don't have like lacking defenses and stuff like that. I mean, but it's just none of them is like will bring as much like oomph to the table that you really expect them or you want them to have.
Darkrock's gonna go in, bro. And you only got Mandy, right? You have half the team, literally half the team is weak to stuff, right?
Yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue.
Okay, free. Well, what would you rate this one?
Uh, I'm not a Sneasel fan. It's slow. Uh, yeah, well, I don't know if that would really. Mandy is like Mandy will get a default off if you wanted to, but it's also it is your only dark, right?
Yes,
So it's also eating them. Is it a no? Hat's not eating the knock off.
you're
So
just
Mandy's eating the knock off.
getting a little fuzzy there.
Oh my
Yeah,
bad, my headphones might be dying. I'm trying to see who eats the knock off because I don't think Mandy wants to. He's gonna definitely run those boots for the defog, but
the drop is pretty rock weak for not having
Much, yeah.
constant good removal.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fights. You're gonna be forced to bring the boots all games or forced to always run defog. So it's like you always just bring defog on Mandibuzz, so that leaves you only with three other moves to bring, and the other one is most likely gonna be Roost. So you're only really bringing two.
I'm a, I'm gonna be honest. Stone Edge does not make contact, so I don't gotta worry about burning bulwark, whatever the fuck that is, static limiter. I think I might just Stone Edge close combat and then bring something for Hatterene.
Yeah, true.
Legit. So on that, what would you rank that if you think that you can just click a couple moves and it's the team is so weak?
I don't like that shit.
I
It's
don't like
like
I don't
I
I
don't
don't
like when you can look at a draft and be like you don't even need a specific mind. You just run these two moves, set
yeah,
rocks, and call it a fucking day.
legit.
Um, I'm in it for.
Yeah, I was gonna say a three, dog.
I'm looking at my other
It was
fours,
going to be
bro.
a five, so it stays a four. And
I,
like
I,
the yeah,
I have to look at the other teams I gave fours. Yeah, actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna three. Sneasel Hisui is not real.
This is not real. So we're as it let's clarify that when we say that it's not a real mod, it's obviously a real mod, but because it's forced to bring Eviolite and it's forced into a lot of things.
No, no,
It's
I
it's
mean,
not very
you
good.
might
you
It's
run a
you
focus
can really
stash.
like
it's
on it.
not very good.
It,
It's not very good.
it, it
You
it is too
might
weak to
run a
like like it's not worth it.
you might run a focus stash or a choice
Yeah,
star, but it's bro, it's the only mine above 115.
yeah, literally.
I mean above 100. My bad, and it's like it's not Sneasler. Doesn't have direct claw. You gunk shot and missing all day.
Oh, that's fair. All right. Last but definitely not least, our
Pokemon, dude.
Pokemon dude,
Yeah,
our
our
main
boy.
Oh,
man.
it's him, Pokemon D,
Exactly.
bro. Now this man cooked. All right, because I was looking at him draft, and he was drafting stuff all out of order, but it came together. I guess. Let me see. I gotta look at it.
Like
I have to look.
from what we said, it's like he has the ground type, he has speed, he has Sneasler. It's not Hisuian Sneasel, so it's at least freaking something. And he has
Yeah.
definitely um has more speed present, not just like 1/100.
Ooh. Oh, I'm looking at it. Okay, okay. This ain't bad.
I do like this draft. I feel like there are a couple months here that shouldn't be. It's like Skeledirge and Necrozma are really good, but considering that neither of them are Terra captains, I feel like he could have gotten some slightly better utility mons. Because like for example, his only spinner is Cryogonal, which is not great. But other than that detail, I think this is like pretty solid. The offensive core is really good. There's like quite a spread of threats.
So
Maybe
this is one of the
NBC is
ones.
great, but everything else is fine.
This is one of the ones I don't think they mind the tidy up move because uh, Samurai could just easily ceaseless
Yeah,
again and
some
again and again and again and again.
archetype. I myself was going for something similar on my own draft on seniors because like Samurai is such a good offensive mon that you don't lose momentum while applying the hazards.
Yeah.
And like not to like make like from every other draft that we were saying, oh, just click fighting move, earth move, or stone. He has Landers, which is the best earth, earthquake and earth power user in the whole draft, and he has Terra ground, and on top of that, he has Sneasler fighting Terra. So he has two of the strongest, potentially. I mean, arguments for both, but potentially the two strongest in those two perspective like categories of saying like the strongest close combat and the strongest earthquake to bring to
Yeah,
a team that's
I will be surprised. I will be surprised if Sneasler doesn't get the achievement of like most kills this season for like on this junior season. Like I will be very surprised if Sneasler doesn't run away with it. It is so
Mm.
free.
so free. It is so free. I'm definitely agreeing with you there. Like that, like this draft, the Pokemon present on the team, complete threats. They should be and they will be coming in and taking names and taking ass with no issues to do.
You said taking ass. I think that he got enough pivot to bring him in, bro. Uh,
I did not. I did. I think I did say that, but whatever. We send it.
Yeah.
um,
Fuck.
All right. So what are your people rating this? Or do you want to say anything else?
because we just talked about how free Samurai's Ceaseless Edge is, but I don't know how often Landorus and the crowd will run the rocks because those are the only rockers. I mean, he could do it. Fucking Landers only need two moves. Uh, uh, it's strong. Your bulk is mostly in Skeledirge and Hudra.
Yeah. It's
They
like
kind of complement each
also
other
like
well.
his low tier mons are like really good. Like Cincinnati is like an actual threat and Craigonon is also good. It's like also a strong move. Like
Yeah,
compare that for 3 points with like Sneasel Hisui on the previous team that was also 3 points. It's like night and day.
Night and day,
Mimic,
honestly.
Mimikyu with that red card can save you a lot too.
Yeah, true.
Uh, like he has good priority present with grassy slide Rillaboom, uh like slept on Mons, like just it wasn't, it's not updated yet, but even in, I think his last match, Necrozma really popped off for him, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, Negroma is like a really strong mon, and everything has setup on here. Like everything has like Sneasel can bulk up or source dance. Like same with Rillaboom and Samurott. And Mimikyu has source and plus priority. It is very
Mimikyu,
hard to play against this team.
I will say Mimikyu as the fairy is a hit or miss because without it you're weak to dragon. But I think if you get that Mimikyu popped, it's not fast enough
Oh yeah, like
to.
it has flaws, man. It's serviceable.
But I think it's okay. You do have a flying weakness though, but you got the good.
You do
I mean,
have
not a
you
weakness,
you do
but
have
an exploit. I'll
Goodra.
say.
He has Hisu and Goodra for flyings, but yeah, no, I see what you mean.
What would threaten this team?
uh like a, I think like another close combat knockoff scenario type thing.
I think another team with a lot of pivot might wear him down.
He doesn't have a lot of recovery, or even a wish passer or anything that can help withstand anything. If he does hit a very pivoty team that will whittle him down with hazards or just volt turns.
Honestly, I don't think like looking at the other drafts, there is nothing really that has a defensive core that can stop it. Like even
Really?
the very bulky team we saw at the beginning that had like Toxapex and Among Us. Like
Oh
okay,
no, he
those
beat
guys,
that team.
He'd
He
beat
beat
yeah,
that.
that.
like he's a
He
big
beat that team.
yeah.
No, he didn't.
No.
Did he beat that team specifically? I'm just saying he can beat it though.
Oh
No,
no, wait. Yeah, I don't think he played that team. My bad.
no, they haven't played like, but what I was trying to say is like, yeah, like they got melee stops in Isler, but like Lando is right there, and like the fucking cooks.
He doesn't have to worry about like ground and water types with Rillaboom there either because he took the best Earth power user.
Yeah, this is really good.
Like it doesn't.
I will give you. Oh, well, yeah. What were you going to say?
It's like it almost looks as good as one of like those top teams that we were talking about before, but it just doesn't look as immediate threatening. I don't know why. It looks good, but I don't know why that. Like I don't know it. Maybe just because it can get whittled down as like easier in those senses of the pivotings and stuff like that. But I can't put my finger on it why it doesn't look as threatening as Kibo's team or uh
Oh no, I'm putting this above that. Kibo ain't got no damn Sneasler. All right, what he got? He got Iron Frog. Yeah, I'll put he got Iron Frog, bro.
He has like no super high stats legendary nor like a Protomon. But other than
yeah.
that, like this is really good.
Maybe that said it too. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's got 5 really good. Let me say 3 special attackers that hit hard on the special attack. Bro, he's saying Samurai got 100. No, I'm kidding. You know what? Hmm.
It's just
No,
Necrozma.
I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. No, it's not just Necrozma. Gudra and Skeletor can creep up there. And then Blandurus is fucking the demon on the special attack side. That 115 is a real is that sheer force life orb shit.
Yeah, that's like a fake 115 because it's like it gets so much more boosting once you add in everything.
Yeah.
It can still go physical. Like it still has nasty fight and bulk up and all the other extra shit. So.
Okay. So
What would
what
he?
would you
What would
people
we
rate it?
rank? What would we rank? We got the last one. What are we ranking it?
I think this is like a 9 for me,
Ooh.
in my opinion. This is like a 9 or 8.5. 9, I will say.
You're going 9. I feel like I was about to agree with you at 8.5, not 9, but okay.
Oh, this about to be funny. I can't get back to the. I think my
That's
tablet might have frozen you guys, but you know what? You can put a 9 down for me.
I'll put a 9 down for you. So then that leaves this one at some quick math to do. 8.8. This one's
All right, now
8.8 out of 10.
let me go back and do some reverse Simon Cowell.
Okay. I'm gonna be closing down things here.
Yes, but that basically wraps up our junior rankings. So thank you all for staying in touch for this 2 hour long video. And Free and Leyk can say goodbye.
Goodbye, you guys. Good luck out
Have a
there.
good
Prove
day.
me wrong.
Yeah, like it's going to be interesting how these teams